Please like, share, comment. Question: who has been conferred with the Dr. B.C. Roy National Award 2016 for outstanding service in the field of socio-medical relief? Answer: Dr. P. Raghuram. Explanation: Hyderabad-based Dr. P. Raghuram, President of Association of Breast Surgeons of India, APPSC, has been honored with the prestigious Dr. B.C. Roy National Award for Outstanding Service in the field of socio-medical relief for the year 2016. The award will be conferred upon Ram by President Pranab Mukherjee on July 1, 2017, which is also observed as National Doctors' Day. Dr. Ram was honored for his significant contribution towards improving the delivery of breast health care in India and creating the much-needed awareness about importance of early detection of breast cancer in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh through a number of initiatives. Question: what is the current repo rate as per the Reserve Bank of India's 6th bi-monthly monetary policy review for the year 2016-17? Answer: 6.25%. Explanation: repo rate under the Liquidity Adjustment Facility, LAF, 6.25%, reverse repo rate under the LAF, 5.75%, Marginal Standing Facility, MSF, 6.75%, bank rate, 6.75%, cash reserve ratio, CRR, 4%, statutory liquidity ratio, SLR, 20.50%. Question: to deal with the non-compliance of rules by banks, RBI has decided to set up a separate enforcement department. The new department would start its operation from which date? Answer: April 1, 2017. Explanation: the Reserve Bank of India on February 8, 2017 informed about its decision to set up a separate enforcement department to effectively monitor banks in case they violate regulations. The enforcement department will start operations from April 1, 2017. Presently, each department of RBI takes action against banks for violations of rules. With enforcement department, a centralized department would be set up to deal with the issue. Question: which Indian state has become the first to introduce cashless system for public distribution system of food grains? Answer: Gujarat. Explanation: Gujarat has become the first state in India to establish cashless system for distribution of food grain to the beneficiaries under NFSA, National Food Security Act. The Union Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Ram Vilas Paswan on February 8, 2017 appreciated the efforts of the state government, which has installed data-enabled payment system in 17,250 fair price shops, FPS, much before the target of March 31 as decided by the state. Question: the three-day implementation and assessment group meeting of the Global Initiative to Combat Nuclear Terrorism, GICT, has been organized in which Indian city on February 8, 2017? Answer: New Delhi. Explanation: the Ministry of External Affairs in coordination with the Department of Atomic Energy is hosting the Implementation and Assessment Group meeting of the Global Initiative to Combat Nuclear Terrorism, GICT, from February 8 to 10, 2017 at the Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra, New Delhi. Nearly 150 delegates from various member countries and international organizations will participate in the event. Question: which bank has tied up with fertilizer major IFFCO on February 7, 2017 to launch co-branded debit cards for farmers and promote cashless payment in rural area? Answer: Bank of Baroda. Explanation: Fertilizer major IFCO and Bank of Baroda have signed an MoU on February 7, 2017 to launch co-branded debit cards for farmers in a bid to promote cashless transactions in the rural area. The MoU was signed by Yogendra Kumar, General Manager, Marketing, IFCO, and GB Panda, General Manager, Government Relationships, Bank of Baroda. Under them, Bank of Baroda will open Aadhaar-enabled accounts of farmers and issue co-branded debits card to the specified farmers with overdraft facility of Rs 2,500 per card. Question. The Payment of Wages Amendment Bill 2017 passed in Lok Sabha on February 7, 2017 seeks to amend which Act? Answer. Payment of Wages Act 1936. Explanation. The Lok Sabha passed the Payment of Wages Amendment Bill 2017 on February 7, 2017, which allows for payment of wages digitally or through check directly into the account of workers. The Payment of Wages Amendment Bill is in line with the government's cashless economy. The Payment of Wages Amendment Bill 2017 seeks to amend the Payment of Wages Act 1936. Once the bill is passed by the Rajya Sabha, it will also replace the Payment of Wages Amendment Ordinance 2016 that was promulgated by the President on December 28, 2016. Question. Justice Karnan, who has been issued a contempt notice for levelling allegations of corruption against the Supreme Court and Madras High Court judges, is a sitting judge of which High Court? Answer. Calcutta High Court. Explanation. In a first-of-its-kind move, the Supreme Court has issued a contempt notice on a sitting judge of Calcutta High Court, Justice C.S. Karnan, for making allegations of corruptions against the Supreme Court and Madras High Court judges. A 7-judge bench of the Apex Court also took away all the administrative and judicial powers of Justice Karnan, directing him to return all judicial and administrative files in his possession to Registrar General of Calcutta AHC. Question. Which of the following private sector banks started operating its Bharat Bill Payment System, BBPS, on February 7, 2017? Answer. HDFC Bank. Explanation. The private sector lender's HDFC Bank started operating its Bharat Bill Payment System, BBPS, on February 7, 2017 to ease the bill payment service for the customers. Along with HDFC, Kotak Mahindra Bank also went live with the BBPS service. BBPS was introduced by National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI. It is a centralized payment platform that offers speed and convenience to pay all types of bills. Question. Which ministry approved the pilot launch of Revenue Insurance Scheme for Plantation Crops, RISPC, on February 8, 2017 to protect the growers of plantation crops from the yield and income loss risks? Answer. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Explanation. The Union Ministry of Commerce under Nirmala Sitharaman has approved the pilot Revenue Insurance Scheme for Plantation Crops, RISPC, on February 8, 2017 to protect the growers of plantation crops from the twin risks. Firstly, the risks of yield loss due to adverse weather parameters, pest attacks etc., and secondly, income loss caused by fall in international, domestic prices. The Revenue Insurance Scheme for Plantation Crops, RISPC, is an improved version of Price Stabilization Fund, PSF, scheme, 2003, which was closed on September 30, 2013. Question. What is the total estimated cost of the station redevelopment program launched by the Ministry of Railway for commercial development of 23 stations across India? Answer. Rs 1 lakh crore. Explanation. The Ministry of Railways launched the first phase of station redevelopment program on February 8, 2017 for commercial development of 23 stations across India. Under the Station Redevelopment Program, the railway will take up 400 A1 and A stations for redevelopment through Public-Private Partnership (PPP), at an estimated cost of Rs 1 lakh crore. The total outlay of the project in the first phase is expected to be worth Rs 9,000 crore. The 23 stations in the first phase of redevelopment includes Chennai Central, Ranchi, Udaipur, Indore, Yeshwanthpur, Bangalore Cantonment, Visakhapatnam, Howrah, Kamakhya, Faridabad, Jammu Tawi, Secunderabad, Vijayawada, Kozhikode, and Bhopal. Question. Who is the head of the subcommittee constituted by the Union HRD Ministry under Central Advisory Board of Education, CABE, to look into issues related to girls' education? Answer. Kadayam Sri Hari. Explanation. The Union Ministry of Human Resource Development has constituted a subcommittee of Central Advisory Board of Education, CABE, under chairmanship of Telangana's Deputy Chief Minister Kadayam Sri Hari to look into issues related to girls' education. The other members of the subcommittee include Minister for Finance and Planning Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, and Dr. Neera Yadav, Minister for Social Education and Literacy Development, Jharkhand. Besides, Reena Ray, Additional Secretary, School Education, MHRD, will be the member secretary. Question. Which bank has collaborated with the online data and information portal Commodity Online for the distribution of loans against warehouse receipts and collateral management services across India? Answer. Federal Bank. Explanation. Private sector lender Federal Bank Limited has partnered with Commodity Online, a leading online data and information portal for the distribution of loans against warehouse receipts and collateral management services across the country. Commodity Online will launch an agri-commodity financing platform through its portal www.commodityonline.com. The partnership will enable Federal Bank to digitally provide financing for agri-commodities with collateral management across India. Question. The Telemetry and Telecommand Processor, TTCP, has been indigenously developed by which space agency for Indian spacecrafts? Answer. Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO. Explanation. The Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, informed that the indigenous development of Telemetry and Telecommand Processor, TTCP, has been realized, and now with the help of Indian industry its productionization will be initiated. ISRO currently imports equipment necessary for uplinking and downlinking to satellites. The equipment uses an international standard for satellite communication known as Consultative Committee for Space Data Systems, CCSDS. The imported equipment is expensive, and as part of the Make in India campaign, ISRO has successfully taken up and realized the indigenous development of the Telemetry and Telecommand Processor, TTCP. Question. Which noble gas has been used by the scientist to develop a highly stable compound for the first time with the help of sodium under high pressure? Answer. Helium. Explanation. An international team of researchers from China, Russia, and the United States conducted computer modeling to create a thermodynamically stable compound of sodium and the noble gas helium, not 2He, which has a fluoride-type structure and is stable at high pressures. The result was published in the journal Nature Chemistry. Noble gases got their name because they were thought not to mix with the other elements and forming no compounds. However, with this experiment, the study of chemistry gets a big change in noble gas theory. Question. Who is the author of the novel The Golden House? Answer: Salman Rushdie. Explanation: The Golden House has been authored by Salman Rushdie. It will be released in September 2017. The book will be published in India by Penguin Random House. The novel is a modern-day thriller depicting about a mysteriously wealthy family from Bombay that is desperately seeking to forget the tragedy they left behind as they feverishly reinvent themselves in New York City. Question: Name the Chief Operating Officer of SoftBank Group who has resigned from the boards of Ola and Snapdeal due to personal obligations. Answer: Jonathan Bullock. Explanation: SoftBank Group has Chief Operating Officer, COO, Jonathan Bullock has resigned from the boards of Ola and Snapdeal due to personal reasons and other obligations. He also resigned from the Board of Housing, citing a regulatory filing. SoftBank's managing director David Thievnon is likely to replace Bullock and join the boards of Ola and Snapdeal. Question: Who has been appointed as the new CEO of the Kings XI Punjab Franchise for the upcoming season of Indian Premier League, IPL? Answer: Satish Menon. Explanation: Kings XI Punjab have appointed Satish Menon as Chief Executive Officer and Rajiv Khanna as the Chief Operating Officer of the franchise for the upcoming season of Indian Premier League, IPL. Question: Which Indian batsman has become the first in the world to score 300 in a T20 match on February 7, 2017? Answer: Mohit Lawat. Explanation: 21-year-old Mohit Lawat became the first batsman in the world to score 300 in a T20 match on February 7, 2017. While the match had no official status and was only a local match played in Delhi, Lawat's knock was filled with superlatives and his triple century came in 72 balls. Question: Jharkhand Chief Minister Raghubar Das launched the Ujala scheme in the state on February 8, 2017. What does Ujala stands for? Answer: Unnat Jeevan by Affordable LEDs and Appliances for All. Explanation: Jharkhand Chief Minister Raghubar Das launched energy-efficient fans and LED tube lights under the Unnat Jeevan by Affordable LEDs and Appliances for All Ujala scheme in the state. The Ujala scheme is being implemented by Energy Efficiency Services Limited, EESL, a JV under the administration of Ministry of Power, Government of India. In Jharkhand, ESL plans to distribute more than 25 lakh LED tube lights and 1 lakh energy-efficient fans to people on upfront payment. It is estimated that over 5.5 lakh consumers will benefit from the scheme. Please like, share, comment. For more new updates,